Hi everyone, in this video I'm going to be making a water bottle holder. So this will probably be like a 3-part series because I want to do some of these steps in real time. So I'm going to work on the base for this one. So I have chenille yarn, I believe is what it's called. And the base I found with the chenille yarn, because it's thicker, I need 15 rows including cast on and cast off, I believe. So basically what I do for that is, if you've ever made a coaster with a sock loom like this, that's basically what we're doing. So for the base of the water bottle holder. This is a brand new loom. My other one, the pegs keep falling out of it. I don't know if that's supposed to be a feature or it's just an old loom. So I got myself a new one that hopefully does not have, knock on wood, removable pegs. So this is a little sock loom or like a baby hat loom kind of thing. And I'm going with this yarn, which is multicolored, and it's different shades of blue, including and white mixed up. So this was the same idea. This thread that I used for this one, same idea where it's multiple colors in there, because it's more fun and it makes it more interesting to see what the end result's going to be, because it's going to look like a little pattern, but you don't know what the pattern will be, kind of thing. So start off like a normal hat, doing 15 rows. So I'll just do the base in this episode, or in this video here. So we're going to make a slip knot or whatever, I believe is the proper term for it. Now, you don't have to tie it, but I prefer to because it'll fall off and then it's annoying. So I'm just going to kind of make a little knot, little knot, not too tight that it can't get removed, but on this peg here, like that. All right, so next, just work how you would with a hat. So we're gonna do our cast on rows here. So I have this yarn ball here. It's quite large because it's supposed to be for like a baby blanket. Okay. Okay, we've gone all the way around once. And now twice. And we're doing another one. Just in case you're new and don't know how to make the loom hat. Alright, so I've got 2 rows, as you can see. I just noticed my friend texted me, so I'm going to pause this recording to respond for a sec here. Alright, so back now. So starting from where the peg is, I think. Well, this is too difficult now. I'm going to pick a... Nope. That's not wanting to move. Okay. Okay, so I'm actually starting from behind the peg this time. I don't think it really matters, but the yarn's being difficult to move right now, so. Okay, now it's easier. This is cast on. Might see if I can do a time lapse for the rest of the rows. I'm not sure. So I've done cast on here, and it's just repeat for 15 rows. So I'm counting that as one of the rows. You don't really have to count cast on, but I like to. Okay, we got tally 1. So this little thing is like a portable whiteboard, but it's, in reality, my mom works at a school, and one of the teachers was making like laminated things, and this was a scrap. She had a whole like pile of scraps. So because it's laminated, I'm just using a dry erase marker and using it as like a mini portable whiteboard type of thing. So yes, I have a bump in my hand. Please don't talk about it. It's just some scar tissue. Okay? It bothers me a lot, so let's just not focus on it. Please. It's like an annoying pimple you can't get rid of. Like friend texted me again, so well, it's just the same over and over and over again until you get to 15 rows. So right, I'm going to continue here. Next row. Okay. I wonder how this is going to turn out. I'm very curious. I'm sorry, I'm focusing. I got this little device in one of the Dollar Tree looms that I bought, because they had like a scarf loom there. They had like smaller ones as well, so I picked those up. And it's not the best quality. I'm honestly counting down the days till it snaps, because you know this kind of plastic is gonna snap. But for now, though, I don't know if I'm supposed to use this part as like a needle, like the eye of a needle, or if it's just like supposed to be used to hang it up, or if it was just originally so that they could put the zip tie through it in the packaging. So I don't know if there's an actual use for this part. Okay, so I've got 2 rows now. I'm putting the whiteboard marker in the baggie. And yes, I do have a hook that's got like a metal piece to it, but I'd like to use these until they break, and then I'll go to that one. Or if my hand's getting sore, then I'll go to that one. Why is there a knot in the thread? Alright, I'm not going through the trouble of undoing it. It's kind of hard to see the design right now, but once it starts getting longer and it starts coming out of the bottom there, it'll be easier to see what the design looks like. Okay. I hope I can learn crocheting soon. I put a couple crochet kits on my list for my birthday of suggestions, so I don't know if I'm gonna get those or not, but hopefully if I do, I'll be able to actually crochet. I'm hoping. Like, I put some beginner kits on there, so so far, this is the closest I've come to knitting and crocheting. I tried knitting when I was younger with the knitting needles, but I've completely forgotten it. Like, my aunt tried to teach me. She did a good job, but I've forgotten everything I know. I was taught with the knitting. Everything she taught me about knitting, because it's been so long. So, alright, we got 3 rows, I think. Alright, I'm gonna double check my row count here. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Yes, I'm about to make row number 4. So, here's my little tally. I'm just gonna do 5 tallies per each one, so if that makes sense. Or I have 4 tallies and then 1 across. And that's how I'll do that's how I count my rows. I'm still trying to sell some stuff on Facebook Marketplace. Just found a lamp I haven't used in years, so I'll post that tomorrow. I have to go in and see it, like, because there's like a phone charger, like a wireless phone charger attached to it. I have to see if it works with the case on your phone, because I know for sure it works without the case on your phone. So I like it. It's been collecting dust because I have another lamp that I use more, so that the lamp part of it moves up and down, so I use that as like my light when I read at night, so I don't have to get up and turn on the main light in my room, and then I don't use the other one that I have. So that will be the next thing I list on Facebook. That might sell. Seems like I've sold more like furniture pieces and less like kids' toys. Like, I have kids' toys on there too, but no one's wanting them. The closest I've got to like a kids' toy is the Loom Bands container. I sold one of my Loom Bands containers to someone, and they insisted I come to them to drop it off, and I put pick up only because I don't drive. But my friend had offered, so I managed to, so that was okay for that one. But like, I put pick up only in the description. Like, it's like the second thing from the top of the description. It's cash only and pick up only, because I don't drive. I don't want to make my friends and family who drive have to drive me around for a delivery. So then someone asked, can you deliver this and I pay you $5 extra? No, you would need to pay way more than $5 for it to be worth it. And so I said, no, I don't drive, and I haven't gotten a response from this person back since. So guess they're no longer interested. That was a few days ago now. Right, so I've done 4 rows. That's what it looks like inside. so far on Marketplace. I've sold my old karaoke machine because that was collecting dust, a saucer chair I had, and the loom bands. I have someone coming to pick up something tomorrow, but I'm not considering it sold until they actually purchase it and give me the money for it. So there's that. Alright, so now we're doing row number 5. Woohoo! Row number 5 already. Nice. I've been making work the past week. I was doing a cross stitch box that I had built, so my arm's a little sore from threading it like that. So I want to do a different craft that will work out a different arm muscle than like it's like here, and like the bend was a little sore. It sounds like I'm gonna go to the gym with my friend on Tuesday. It's Sunday now, so yay. She pays for the gas to get there, and I pay for the membership, or my dad pays for the membership. But yeah. So yay. I was there the other day, and I started with the bike because usually the stationary bike's like my favorite machine to use at the gym. But my joints were like, nope, not today, not today. So I did 10 minutes on that, and then went to the elliptical, and that was like, I was like, okay, that's good. And I did stupidly forget to stretch beforehand, so dum-dum. But I stretched after, and that helped. My friend didn't, so she's like, next time we're stretching before and after. Because it makes you less sore after your workout if you stretch before and after. It's crazy how that works. Huh. Learn that lesson the hard way. Back when I had only where we couldn't go out to the gym and everything, so I had to work out at home. And so I used like fitness app or fitness games on like Nintendo Switch and stuff. Like I had that Ring Fit, I have the Ring Fit Adventure or Ring Fit Trainer or something like that. I mix up the name all the time for it. But that one's pretty fun. It's like a game where you run a course, and as you run the course you have to fight these monsters that are based on like workout tools and stuff. So there's like a monster that looks like a dumbbell. There's a monster that looks like a yoga mat. You know, like, and you have to defeat them. Or like a kettlebell is also one of them. Like different things like that. So it's a fun game. I haven't played it in a while though, because I want to be outside as much as I can when it's nice and hot outside, because then we're stuck inside all day long because it's too cold to sit outside. Alright, I'm on row number 6 now. Here. Alright, so that's what the pattern's looking like so far. Very pretty. Here are my tallies. Okay, so I need 9 more rows. Then I've got the base done. Okay, try and pick up my speed here a bit. Because once it gets dark and the bugs come out, I'm going to want to go inside. because I don't want to have to figure out how to use the fire table. As great as it is, I'm not messing with it. I don't want to do something wrong and break it. It's not mine. That's what's in front of me. I have a patio furniture that has a little fire pit in the middle of it. It's like a gas-powered one. Because there were so many fire bans last year that we barely got to use our fire pit. So, didn't take that out this year. Come on. This is not the easiest, like this thing, the hook is not the proper thing. I think it needs to be a little more curved than it is, honestly. Sorry, I'm not, sorry, that might have been off camera. Okay, here we go. Now, I think we're on 7 rows. I'm gonna double check once I push all the little yarn bobble things down. Okay, so we got 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. Wait, what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Alright. And no, I don't understand the 6-7 joke, okay? I know I should, being in my 20s, but I don't get it. What's so funny about it? Oh. I need to add the tally here. Tally complete. And then, like so. Now the next 2 parts I think I'll do in a time lapse. For sure, because they're going to take too long to do real time. Especially the strap. That is like 140 rows. It's a lot less pegs, but it is quite a long row, because I personally like it to go across, not on my shoulder. I like it like a crossbody bag almost. No. Crossbody. No. Like across my, like a sash, essentially is what I want to say. So the strap needs to be longer so it can fit. Plus I'm not exactly a size 2, so it needs to be a little bigger than it would if I were a lot thinner. But at the same time, not too long because I'm short. So. I had made that mistake with one of them that I had made. I had made during some grief as a distraction, and I had made the strap too long, so I had to adjust it. And then I learned that the type of yarn I used was like rubbing in the wrong, like rubbing like my neck, and it was like the feeling of like a seatbelt type of thing, and I don't like that. It just said I had a marketplace message, but that might have been like the AI system saying, oh, this item has been on there for da-da-da-da-da days, have you sold it yet? Kind of thing. Get off of my project, little bug. It's funny, earlier today I was editing some videos, and all of a sudden I look down and there's like a little grasshopper on my leg. Just out of nowhere. I didn't even see it jump on my leg. It's just, okay, suddenly it's there. And then I start talking and it starts moving. Like, I don't know what was happening there. I actually did take a video of it, so I might post that on TikTok because it was kind of funny. Alright, so we got 8 rows done. We need 15, so what is that? 5 plus 2, 7. 7 rows left. Alright. Now here. Been trying to work on my tan because of all the heat warnings, it was hard to work on my tan earlier. So worked on it a bit today, so I decided to wear a nice white dress to church so I could show it off a little bit. It was a shoulderless, the shoulders are exposed, but there was like a little like short sleeve attached to it. It was actually my mom's at first, but she didn't like it because it wasn't long enough for her, but I'm shorter, and so it worked perfectly for me because she wanted it down to her feet, and I don't like things that are too long because then I'm tripping over them. I don't like dresses that are too long, so. And that's most dresses, fortunately. Short people problems. My mom had to hem my pants as a kid and put like little elastics in them because I've been short my whole life. It's just more noticeable as an adult because all the kids that were in my family that are younger than me are now taller than me. So that's what it looks like. I think we're at 9 now. I'm gonna double check what row number we're on. Oh, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yes, 9. 9 rows. Alright. Okay. So, if I'm really focused, I think it looks like it takes me about 30 to 40 minutes to do the base. Basically, that's what I'm gonna guess, because the first part of this video I accidentally hit the wrong button when I went to pause it, so I think I was like 1 minute to 3 minutes into the video at that point. Alright, almost done the 10th row. Come on. Got one job. Work with me. Okay. So I believe that's 10 rows now. I gotta tally it. We got 5 more rows to go. And then we create the base. Okay, so we have 10 rows now on there. Okay, now that now that there's enough of this poking out here, I'm just going to take the little knot here off, untie it. Please don't have gone too tight. Please, please, please work, please. Okay, all right. All right, now that I've done that, so it's about 10 rows in, I'm going to go 5 more so I have enough to fold it in half, because you're going to want to fold it so it needs to be a little more wider than this. If I were making like a coffee cozy, this would probably be enough, but I'm not making a coffee cozy, so I need a few more rows. Ah! One sec. Runaway yarn ball. Got the yarn ball. It had fallen, so it's going to stay in this bin now. So, okay. Which is not technically a yarn bowl, but it works. I hear yarn bowls are kind of overexpensive for what they are. So, that'll be my temporary yarn bowl. This is the same way I made the backpack, only the straps were slightly different because you wanted backpack straps, not a strap that goes across. But this is very similar. And then I added the string to cinch it up at the end. But very much similar, just on a bigger loom. Because I made the base the same way, just on a bigger loom. Again. Alright, now, almost, okay, got this. Alright, now we've done 11 rows. My whiteboard marker is two-sided, and I think the darker shade of blue is dying, so keep forgetting I keep just randomly opening one of the lids, so it's different colors for the tallies. Alright, got a few more rows left to do. Do it. Telling myself that, and also if you're crafting along with me, you can do it. Okay. Here we go. Like so. Sorry, was that off screen? I'm not sure. Might have to go to my other tool, because this one's starting to bug my hands. Because it's like, because the lining where the mold went together is like digging into my fingers slightly when I do this, so I have a feeling this is gonna look pretty because I like these blues together. Got bit up on my shoulder like in 3 different spots, but like all on the same shoulder. Like, seriously? And it's the back of the shoulder too, so it's like really hard to put like any like afterbite on it. Alright. 12 rows done. I need a water. Okay. The water was in one of the cross-stitch bins I had made, and it's right against my phone, so I wasn't sure if grabbing my water, my phone would go. Alright. Okay. Now, we go for another row. Woohoo! We're almost at the finish line. And then we turn it into a base. The base piece, so. I might do 16 rows though. Might change my mind. Sorry. What time is it? 7:23. Check to see if my parents have started wanting to go to bed soon. They do work they work tomorrow. I just don't know if they work morning or night shifts. Okay, 13 rows done. All right, done 13 rows. Let me tally that before I forget. Sorry. Keep forgetting. Rows here. Here it's going to be pretty rainy tomorrow, so I want to be outside as long as I possibly can, because here it's calling for storms tomorrow, if my weather app is right, and they aren't always right, but however, I know someone who gets sore joints when it starts to rain, and they had a sore knee today, so or when rain's coming, so I feel like I trust that more than the weather network. Alright, so we are at 14 rows. Now, let's stay with 15. So now, 15 rows. I'm gonna flip it. Do I do one more? Yeah, I'm gonna do one more for good measure. Although, sorry, started there. I have done it and had too many rows in the base, and so it just like kind of looks uneven, like it goes like like it hugs the bottle kind of thing, where it's supposed to just be on the base of it. So, kind of looks a little odd. I think I left that one though that messed up at my mom's house, unfortunately. So, oh, whoops. My dry erase marker fell. Okay, sorry. Again, my bad. Then I'll put it together. Similar to like when you make a rim of a hat, except you cast off after you've made the rim connected. If you made a rim of a hat before on one of these looms. Okay. Alright. Now, I'm gonna make that tally quickly after this. Then I'll show you what I do next. Tally done. Alright. Now, I'm going to wrap the string around one time. I mean, you can do it more than that, but I don't want to waste too much thread. And then I have these scissors. These are actually from the Fab Effects kit that I have. I just use them as my fabric scissors, even though they're not technically fabric scissors. Alright, so I've cut off this little string here. And now we're going to flip the piece upside down. So it's like this. Nice, nice, okay. Following? And we're going to take the loops from the first row you made and put them back on the loom. Okay. The loop. Come on, work with me. I'm going to take these loops, place them back on the canvas. While I do this, are you the kind of person that will watch a tutorial video and craft with it, or watch it all the way till it's done, then rewatch it to follow along? Because I'm the person who would watch it all the way through, then rewatch it to follow along, kind of thing, just so I know what to expect and what materials I'll need in case they forget throughout the video, like, oh yeah, you actually need this too, I forgot to mention that earlier. I hope this isn't too boring of a video. What the? Did I mess up here? Okay, I think that goes there. Something went wrong here. It should be even, and I messed it up. So I'm just gonna undo it and go back. Alright. Alright. Starting the one with the peg here. Oh no, I started over here. That's right. Maybe that's the issue? Because I started on a different peg. Alright. Though it shouldn't matter, but maybe I just missed one. Okay. Sorry, are you seeing what I'm doing? So I'm just taking the bottom row and putting it back onto the loom. Bottom row back on, bottom row back on, bottom row back on, bottom row back on, on, sorry. Okay. That worked, I think, a little better. Okay. Alright, so now you should have the two rows kind of back together along the side here. Okay, so now we're going to just, like before, take the bottom row and put it up to the top so you attach the two sides. Like so. Okay. Need to make an inventory of these so I can sell them. I just don't know how much I would sell them for. I don't know, would $30 be too much for a handmade thing like this? I don't know. Would it be too little for a handmade thing like this? Okay. So we've attached this row. So technically that's 16 rows now. Now take this little thread that we have over here, and what I'm going to do is, you could do this with a sewing needle as well, but I'm just going to do this with the tool here so I don't have to thread a needle. So you're going to take the string, put it below the loop, then take the hook through the bottom of the loop, up, grab onto the string, pull through, then take off the loom, or leave it there. You don't have to take it off the loom, but I'm going to take it off the loom. So I know that I've already completed that peg. Okay. Come on. Alright. Please don't shed on me. This kind of yarn, it's like hit or miss if it sheds. So. Alright. Gone through there. So, just so you can see kind of what I'm doing, putting the string below. See the string below? Taking my hook through that loop, up, grab onto that string, thread it out of the little loop, then take the loop off the peg. That's what I keep doing here. This part is fairly easy. It's the closing it off at the top after you've added the strap and everything that I kind of struggle with still. Because sometimes I make it too small, then I have to kind of like rip it a little bit without destroying it. So it fits the water bottle. Sorry if this was off screen for part of it. I apologize. Wish I had someone else who could help me and say, oh, it's off screen. But I don't, unfortunately. I'm a loom person. Okay. Okay. Oh, I'm pulling my dad's move of sticking my tongue out while I concentrate. I always mock him about it, and then I end up accidentally doing it. We've done that. We've mocked him about it for years. I don't want that. That's one of your habits I don't want to have. You're focused and then you stick your tongue out because you're so focused. Okay, so you can see that it's starting to come off the loom here. That's what's supposed to happen. Once I learned this trick, I'm like, oh my gosh, so I don't need to thread the needle? Don't need to grab the needle and have to thread it. I can just do this. Like, this is so much easier. I don't have to grab out a different tool. Of course, you'll still probably need the needle when it comes to like cinching off the hat and stuff. But now we've got it all off the loom. So it looks like this. Next, we're going to take this string here and pull it so it closes up. Okay. But not so much that it breaks the thread. Okay. So it should kind of look like this. I've done this both ways, and I prefer to do it this way because I think it looks better. It's not as uneven when you do it this way. So now that you have it like this, where you can still adjust it, you're going to take this piece, put it back on the loom. Like so. You're going to take a row that's like at the fold where it's folded and place it back on your loom. Okay. You might need your tool to help you out here. Right, like that. Like that. Find where the fold is on it, and then I'll tell you the next step. Then the next step is you will need either need a crochet hook or your sewing needle to do so. And I don't have a crochet hook here, so I have it at my mom's. I left them at my mom's by accident, so because I bought some thinking it'd be so easy I could just learn online. No. I think I need like a actual kit and a video to go along with it to teach me. Because I really want to try crochet. Alright. Keep going like so. Oh, this is a lot longer than I thought it would be. Huh. Oopsie. So maybe it takes me about an hour then to do This is the base layer. Alright, so now that you have it like this, it's nice all the way around. It's all closed up there. Now, take your either your crochet needle or crochet, sorry, not needle, crochet hook. I've done this with the crochet hook before, but I don't have that on me at the moment, so I'm going to use this little plastic needle here. And you're just going to kind of attach the two pieces together while it's on this loom, because that way it's more centered, I find, personally. If I attach it while it's on the loom, it's more centered than if I attach it without the loom on it, without it on the loom. Just a little tip I found. Okay, don't get caught on the anchor hook. Okay. Kids in the neighborhood are screaming. Huh. At least they're happy. Kind of just want to attach the pieces so they kind of stay together roughly. And like hide them beneath the two layers kind of thing. This looks really pretty. And then if you just want to make it coaster, then you can stop after you've attached both pieces together. And just have that as your coaster kind of thing. But videos I've seen of people like doing a tutorial, some of them don't actually put the thing on put it back on here, and I feel like it's way more centered when you do so, when you put it back on the loom while you sew them together, sew the pieces and everything together here. And if you do this and are like, oh, I like the other side better, then you can flip it. But this is also going to be the bottom. So one side's going to touch the ground and one side's going to touch your water bottle. So kind of thing. So this is the base piece. So this is where mine's going right now. Or mine's at right now. You're making this piece here. That's at the bottom. Alright. I think I'm going to add a little more thread closer to the pegs to make sure they stay together. I'm sorry, this video is longer than I thought it would be. I'm definitely making the other videos in a time lapse. I'm trying to connect both sides when I do this so that they stay together and don't like pillow out kind of thing. Okay. Oh, okay. So I guess I'm done. Because the fabric on the little string thing is falling apart, so I guess I'm done from that point on here. Okay. So, now that's there. Now the other, like this is where your slip knot was. You can also do the same thing to attach it to the canvas type of thing, so, or the base of it. Again, you could do this with a crochet hook. Okay. Alright, so this one's not going to take too long because it's not as, like, it doesn't have as long of a tail, so. Just want to make it so it's, like, hidden kind of thing. Alright, so now the base is done. That is it for how you make the base for this water bottle holder. So stay tuned for part 2 on how to attach the holder part of the water bottle holder here. This is the strap. So this part is next. And I'll do that in a time lapse because it'll take too long. I mean, the base is only 15 rows. This is like, what, 25, 30 rows? I'll have to double check. But anyway, so it's really easy to do the base though. But you're gonna have, or not base, the holder part is just very much the same as any kind of hat kind of thing. So, yeah, but I will do that little video tutorial in the next one, where it opens up the time-lapse part. So anyway, hope you enjoyed this. Make sure to comment, like, subscribe, and I hope you have a fantastic day. Thank you for watching.